The High Court has today ruled that retiring governors and their deputies are not entitled to a defined pension scheme. The High Court arrived at the decision in a case filed by the Council of Governors against the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, challenging the Commission's decision that declared the proposed defined benefit decision scheme unaffordable and fiscally unsustainable. Justice Lawrence Mugambi, in his decision, asserted that if implemented, the proposed scheme would disproportionately be burdensome for successive governments, leaving little resources for development and service delivery. Let's get more from our very own Kamau Mwangi.
The High Court decision delivered by Justice Lawrence Mugambi is a relief for government. Governors sought to compel the government through the Salaries and Remuneration Commission (SRC) to pay them over 2.3 billion Kenya shillings annually in retirement packs. Justice Mugambi found that compelling the salaries body to provide governors and their deputies a defined benefit scheme would amount to usurping the Commission's mandate. Notwithstanding the ripple effects the scheme would have on other state officers if implemented, at the same time depriving the country of resources meant for development and service delivery. The Council of Governors had specifically cited the lack of benefits for them and their deputies as discriminatory and wanted a scheme to take care of their packs, as is the case with state officers at the national government level, notably retired presidents, their deputies, speakers of both houses of parliament, as well as former chief justices and their deputies, arguing that there is no doubt that deputy governors have been left out in regards to housing benefits. No reasonable and acceptable reason has been given to justify this differential treatment. Housing allowance is a benefit a state officer is entitled to where the state as an employer does not provide a house to the officer. They're entitled to remuneration and benefits, which should include housing allowance. However, SRC was quick to remind the county bosses of the existence of a gratuity scheme paid to them at the end of their tenures at a rate of 31% of their annual basic pay for every year served, and how the proposed scheme would come to burden their successors, who would bear the burden of underwriting the cost of a lifetime benefit at the expense of development. SRC advising the county bosses to opt for personal contributory benefit schemes. Governors and their deputies were seeking a lifetime monthly pension of Kenya shillings 739,000 and 700,000 respectively. Besides the monthly pay, they were also seeking a lump sum payment equivalent to their 1-year pay, a 3,000cc four-wheel drive car, fuel allowance, a driver, a personal assistance and a medical cover for local and overseas treatment. Kamau Mwangi, Citizen TV.